Stephen Miller, Donald Trump's henchman, is at it again. He's many things for Donald Trump, but first of it appears to be his brain trust pulling the strings on domestic policy, especially when it comes to immigration. And now he and Donald Trump and the White House are taunting the United States Supreme Court and, by extension, Americans and our constitutional republic. This on the heels of a scathing, withering opinion written by one of the lions, the Mount Rushmore of the Federalist Society, right-wing conservative Judge Wilkinson, who wrote to Donald Trump effectively, "What are you doing? You're out of control. You're not showing the judiciary any respect, and all Americans should be quaking because of a rogue president." On the heels of that, and some other choice words and some soaring rhetoric adopted by Judge Wilkinson to support Judge Zinnes and her decision, which has been now affirmed by 21 judges, in effect, including 9-0 of the United States Supreme Court, that she is properly administering our Constitution and our due process system through the Armando Abrego Garcia case. On the heels of that, Donald Trump is taunting Americans by taking a headline from the New York Times, crossing off words and saying, "Fixed it, and by the way, he's never coming back." This is a mature adult in the room, executive in the executive function of the executive branch? I don't think so. You're on the MeidasTouch Network and Legal AF. So to answer Judge Wilkinson's request from yesterday, in which he implored the executive branch and the gentle brethren, as he called it, because he's an honorable guy, who was born in a different era, to do the right thing, to aspire to their higher angels. This is Donald Trump's response. A fourth grader would have done better. Stephen Miller, I am sure, is behind it. We'll talk about him in a minute. But just yesterday, just to put this in context, while you look at that particular screen, just yesterday, in a 7-page decision, the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals, led by Judge Wilkinson, a right-wing conservative Federalist Society person who's against judicial activism, who is for judicial humility, decided he needed to try to call upon Donald Trump to focus on the constitutional republic. And this is Donald Trump's response. The tauntingness, the calling Senator Van Hollen, saying that he was on a fool's errand, forgetting to meet finally after 2 days with Abrego Garcia, having him pulled out of El Salvador's jail, which only proves the point to Judge Zinnes and the rest of us that the government has the ability to, of course, release the jail cell door in El Salvador and release Zinnes back, release Armando Abrego back to America to go under the jurisprudence of Judge Zinnes. You can't have, as Judge Wilkinson said yesterday, both governments saying, I'm with stupid. I can't open the doors of the jail. Somebody can, and somebody needs to be facilitating the release, because that's what the United States Supreme Court just ruled. Donald Trump's response to that is a food fight. Is to write on the wall with his own feces. Oh, let me rewrite this for you. Taunting. See, Stephen Miller, who we'll put up a photo of him, obviously bullied in school as he grew up to do a number of things. And I think he went to one of my universities, by the way. I think he's a Duke University graduate. I'm not proud to say that. But, he is the one that came up in the first term as a White House counselor with the immigration policy. He's the one that had Donald Trump separate families from their children, parents from their children, and put them in cages. He's the one that said, including leading up to the Madison Square Garden Nazi-like rally when Donald Trump was running for office this time around, America is for Americans. America is for Americans, and all policy should be that way. America is for a successful immigration experiment and experience that is the lifeblood and waters the tree of our democracy. That's what he should be saying. And for Donald Trump in the morning to be attacking Senator Van Hollen for going there, performing the oversight that is required to finally meet with Abrego Garcia and send a message back from his family and tell him to hold in there, hold on there. Cory Booker on his way down to the jails of El Salvador as well, leading a long line of congresspeople who are going to do the same thing. What are we watching? We're watching the Democrats regaining their footing and their voice. There's a reason why AOC has the more money in the bank from fundraising than any other candidate right now. It's not just these rallies that she's doing where she's going into the heart of the belly of the beast of Trump country and getting tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of people to attend it along with Bernie Sanders. She's bringing in the money. She's right now the number 2 potential nominee for the presidency after Kamala Harris in 2028. There's a reason for that, because her brand of progressive democratic policies at this moment in time is appealing to the American people. You think our political climate is unreliable and changeable? Weather this time of the year, with in like lions and out like lambs proverbs, is changeable. First, you're schwitzing like a proverbial you-know-what, and the next minute, you need a sweater. And nice weather is tricky. You spend more time outside, exposed to the elements, and then on a dime, boom, new weather system. Fortunately, Mack Weldon has everything you need to stay cool, comfortable, and stylish, regardless of the temperature. Their new Tech Linen line combines the easy charm of classic linen with cool Max technology to help you look and feel your best all season long. Explore polos, sweaters, hoodies, and more at MackWeldon.com and get 25% off your first order with code LEGALAF. As people know, I'm a huge Mack Weldon fan, especially during these seasons. My favorite for its versatility, polished look, and comfort, the Tech Linen Half Zip in great colors like latte heather and seaplane heather. The fit is so good, people ask me if I had it tailored, giving me huge confidence boosting with the easy breezy feeling that if I just put it on, my look is definitely complete and attractive. Looking confident doesn't have to mean calling attention to your clothes. Mack Weldon balances classic pieces with updated details to keep you looking sharp. Mack Weldon clothes are designed to fit your style and the demands of modern life. They look like regular clothes, but feel like the latest in modern comfort. Oh, did I mention the crazy, comfortable, but elevated sweatpants from Mack Weldon's Ace collection? Forget those droopy drawer travel pants you've stashed away and switch to the tailored comfort of the Ace sweatpants, which make the right statement coming and going. Give your closet a breath of fresh air for spring. Go to MackWeldon.com and get 25% off your first order of $125 or more with promo code LEGALAF. That's MackWeldon.com. Promo code LEGALAF. Do we want, you can raise your hand, you can leave a comment, who wants to live in an America where we're taunted by a sophomoric, juvenile, half-brained president? Is this the America that we want to live in? Is this what the American flag stands for? Is this what our democracy stands for? This is what Wilkinson said yesterday, and this is the split screen. Wilkinson on one side exhorting the Trump administration to appeal to their higher angels, their better angels, and Donald Trump's response. It's like a perverse call and response. Wilkinson says on page 6, it is, as we have noted, all too possible to see in this case an incipient crisis, but it may present an opportunity as well. We yet cling to the hope that this is not naive to believe our good brethren in the executive branch perceive the rule of law as vital to the American ethos. This case presents their unique chance to vindicate that value and to summon the best that is within us while there is still time. And what do we get in response? Senator meets with deported MS-13 illegal alien in El Salvador who's never coming back. Fixed it for you at New York Times. Oh, and by the way, Chris Van Hollen, he's not coming back. We'll see about that. If this is the constitutional war battle that Donald Trump wanted, because he doesn't know how to pick his battles, he's got it. Because now he's got Judge Zinnes in Maryland, and she is right for the moment. Sometimes under the Klieg lights of publicity and stress and all of that. You know, a lump of coal either is diamond or dust under pressure. You either shine or you melt. She's shining. She is stepping up to the moment. She is supported by her brethren at the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals, who have supported her not once, but twice, and 9-0 at the United States Supreme Court. Every judge that has looked at this issue has said that the Trump administration has violated the Constitution and has ordered them to fix it. Or as Judge Wilkinson so eloquently put it yesterday, why not make right what you have done wrong? Instead of fighting, instead of taunting, instead of throwing food. This is like Wilkinson's like a law professor, and while he's giving this speech, Donald Trump and Stephen Miller and the others at the Department of Justice snickering, while his back is turned, throw a banana at him or cabbage or a piece of pizza. It's not a food fight. It's not funny. All those people that said, I want mean tweets back and cheap gas. Well, you're getting cheap gas because we're in an oil crisis, because the world economy is ground to a halt because of his trade policies and his tariff policies. So you got that. And is this the mean tweet you wanted? To sully the name of the presidency? To drop your pants and take a crap in the White House, which is what he is doing to the institution of the presidency. Me, Michael Popok, student of the American presidency since I was in college, studied it at length, report about it, analyze it, commentate on it here. Every president since I voted when I was 18. Every president, even if not of my party, from Reagan all the way through Obama and then Biden, I supported, even if they were Republican. Bush 1, Bush 2, Father Bush, Reagan, I supported until Donald Trump. Because I'm an institutionalist. I believe in the institution of the office, not its occupant at that given time. Whether they're going to shirk their responsibilities and be judged by history accordingly, that's for another time. But I respect the office of the presidency until the current occupant, 45 and 47. And you see why. So we're going to continue to follow it all right here. The reason we built the MeidasTouch network, the brothers founded it, the contributors built it, kept it going, Legal AF came aboard early on. The reason for it is to have an audience ready to break the glass in time of emergency. We are in the time of emergency. This is not a constitutional crisis. As Jamie Raskin told us when we interviewed him on Legal AF, this is a war. This is a war for the soul of America, and we are the foot soldiers of the Constitution here on the MeidasTouch network. So the way to support it is to come here. We speak truth to each other first, to arm you for what we have to do as the foot soldiers to protect democracy and the Constitution. Hit the subscribe button for MeidasTouch for its march for 5 million. It's 5 million person march, okay? Over on Legal AF, have I mentioned that? Legal AF, the YouTube channel, Legal AF MTN that I curate. We got a dozen contributors there. We do about 10 videos a day. We need subscribers there as well. Vote there. Take a receipt. You've now subscribed. Help us towards our march for 1 million. And then we got the podcast, Legal AF, the podcast, every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The chart that puts the MeidasTouch podcast at number 1 puts us at number 10. In between is a bunch of bro podcasts and MAGA right-wing who knows what. I want to move above them and get next to my brothers, so to speak. I want to be 1 and 2. Right? We want to place first and second, like the Olympics. We want to put the medal around our neck because of your help. Listen to us on the podcast platforms for Legal AF. Watch us on the YouTube channel for MeidasTouch on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the way to join together in community. Until my next reporting, I'm Michael Popok. In collaboration with the MeidasTouch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories, the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.